When they say life can be so unfair, this is exactly what they are talking about. So Nnamdi was a guy that lost his parents when he was much younger. And when his parents died, he had to take up the responsibility of catering for his 4 siblings that his parents left behind for him. So Nnamdi had to man up from a very young age because of these responsibilities. And when he was taking all these responsibilities, it made him to look angry always. There is never a time Nnamdi will smile. Until one particular day when he had gotten into the university, of course after training himself, doing menial jobs and all of that. So he had gotten into the university and he met this particular girl. Now this particular girl became his peace. This girl made Nnamdi smile very well. But as we all know, problem no dey finish. Sometimes Nnamdi will go back to his room and keep thinking of how he can come out of this abject poverty. So many years passed. He was still dating his girlfriend. They went to lectures together. They held each other's hands. They were all loved up. So they kept dating until they finally graduated. When they graduated, Nnamdi decided to take their relationship to the next level. That was when he found out that his girlfriend was from a very, very rich home. But he did not give up because he already had, jobs that he was doing to survive. So he married her both traditionally and legally, and everything went well. During the day of the marriage, they were dancing, their in-laws were there, everybody had fun. So now, it was now time for them to live as husband and wife. So they began to live as husband and wife, and because his wife came from a rich home, they had their own car, they would go out together, they were just so loved up together. At the initial stage, everything was going on fine until Nnamdi's wife's father decided to make her the CEO of one of his oil company. So this made Nnamdi actually furious. Like, he was so angry because he was thinking that she was going to get richer than him, and he didn't want any of that. Because remember, Nnamdi's parents left a lot of responsibilities for him. So this thing has made him, he saw life in a different light. He was thinking that if this lady gets richer than him, maybe she will stop respecting him, maybe things will not be going the way he says. So all this thing made Nnamdi very angry. When he comes back from his daily job, he will come and carry her laptop. He'll be deleting a lot of things from it. He was just frustrating her entire life. At some point, she had to look for lesser jobs to make Nnamdi happy. She was doing all these things to see if he's going to, stop the insecurity and all of that. But no, this actually made things worse. Like, Nnamdi will come back some days, he will yell, he will not want to eat her food. She was just feeling so frustrated in the marriage, and she didn't know what to actually do because she did not want to involve her dad in this. Remember, she had already quit her job, the CEO job that her dad gave her, just to please Nnamdi. But all these things she was doing fell on deaf ears. Like, Nnamdi was not having it at all. So one particular day, she actually just decided that, since my father has a lot back home, I'm just going to go back where I have peace. I don't want to stay with a man that will just not appreciate me, a man that don't care, a man that is seeing me as a competition instead of his wife. So this made this lady, she carried her bag and she said she was leaving the house. Now, that was when Nnamdi came to his senses. The moment she said she was leaving the house, it was just as if they made something reverse in Nnamdi's brain, and immediately he began to beg for forgiveness. He kept begging his wife and kneeling down and crying. He was also just frustrated, but the wife was already done with it. When you've had something to the last straw, like, she was so done with it because she gave him many chances. She had to do a lot to keep the marriage. She had to beg him. She did not mind that she was coming from a rich home. She had to bring herself down, but Nnamdi was not complying at all. So this actually made her to just come to the conclusion that she wants to leave this marriage, that she was tired of the marriage. Now Nnamdi is now frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. He's now thinking, is it that life is just so unfair to him? Like, what did he do? First, he lost his parents. He had to be at an early age, carry responsibilities that were bigger than him. In fact, Nnamdi just broke down crying. Like, he actually broke down crying. So now he doesn't know what else to do. He doesn't know if he should go and report himself to the wife's family, tell them how he has frustrated their daughter and just ask for forgiveness. He's actually so confused and he doesn't know how to go about this. So what do you guys think Nnamdi should do? Do you guys think he should go to the family and ask for proper forgiveness and report himself, try to tell them what he has done to their daughter, how he has frustrated her life, stuff like that? So just drop your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in our next story. Bye.